This is today's love horoscope prediction for Aries. Those born between March 21 and April 19 belong to this zodiac sign. Love for Aries is a fundamental part of having the emotional stability that allows you to face other aspects of your life. You Aries are going to be able to live a great experience if you are in the right place at the right time. I know this will sound like a cliche, but it is so in this case. It will be you who have to find out where you should be and what goals you have and are really achievable. Reflect, and surely looking inward you will find the answer. You are one of those who want everything said and done, and in most cases this does not happen that way. In addition, if it were so, you would lose all interest and you would not value it in its fair measure. In reference to love, it can tell you that it is more than likely that you are wasting opportunities. It is true that they may be people who are not your type, but who may suit you more than others who are. Regarding work and money, I want to tell you that we are in a transition period in the Aries sign, and that, like all changes, there are sacrifices that will end up being rewarded. Love horoscope for single women: you have to learn, Aries friend, to be patient and know how to wait for the right moment for everything. If you get ahead of yourself, you may be wrong, and then the rectifications do not usually go well. It is better to think twice before acting than not to screw up, because, although it may seem easy to ask for forgiveness, not everything can be forgiven, and not everyone is willing to do so. You can lose the trust that person has in you, and that is difficult to recover. Today's free prediction for the Aries man: if you're Aries friend, you are one of those submissive men who like to please the wishes of the person you love. It will be strange that you have not yet found a partner. It may be that you are perhaps too cloying, and that is what separates women from you. You have to know how to find the middle ground, because, believe it or not, women also like a bit of confrontation, and if you have to argue for having different points of view, then nothing happens. You argue, always with respect, of course. Today's Aries horoscope for singles and couples: if you are too aware, friends of the sign of Aries, to find a partner, then that is when you are not going to find one. You have to stop thinking about it, and you will see how things are flowing, and that is when you can start a relationship. Don't obsess about it, and when someone you like shows up, don't approach her right away, don't push her, let everything go smoothly. The worst thing you can do is try to talk about your partner, living together, family, or things like that, if you don't want him to run away. If you have a partner, you like to take the lead in your relationship, and you leave very little space for your partner to express themselves. You think that this silence that has been imposed for a long time is a sign of conformity, when in reality it is rather resignation. Therefore, today is a good day for you to invite him to say what he thinks. If you don't have a partner, when you were a child, aggression was believed to be a form of flirtation, such as pulling a partner's hair. But times are different, and you are no longer a child. It is time to cut these practices and know that violence is violence. Your tenderness and your kindness show, in any case, what you are. Do not hesitate to put yourself ahead of your competition. Your rival doesn't have what it takes to accept that challenge, and you have all the necessary qualifications. Don't miss this opportunity just because of a false idea of humility and fair play. Today, cunning is better than civility. Dancing is an exercise that you should not despise, and to which they are going to invite you today. You can take many beneficial things from it, from learning about coordination to a rediscovery of your body. Dance and have fun, release tension, and, on top of everything, learn new tricks to meet people. You like to call the shots in your relationship, and you leave very little room for your partner to express themselves. You think that this silence that has been imposed for a long time is a sign of conformity, when in reality it is rather resignation. Therefore, today is a good day for you to invite him to say what he thinks. Do not hesitate to put yourself ahead of your competition. Your rival doesn't have what it takes to accept that challenge, and you have all the necessary qualifications. Don't miss this opportunity just because of a false idea of humility and fair play. Today, cunning is better than civility. Dancing is an exercise that you should not despise, and to which they are going to invite you today. You can take many beneficial things from it, from learning about coordination to a rediscovery of your body. Dance and have fun, release tension, and, on top of everything, learn new tricks to meet people. We cry the same when we are happy as when we are sad. Many times extreme emotions lead us to tears. We run to the things we want and run from the things we don't like. And sometimes we get carried away by our emotions to the point of being overwhelmed, and it's hard for us to know if we feel optimistic or pessimistic. If you are unsure about the nature of your response to a person or thing, don't feel compelled to make a decision. Give yourself time until your feelings have settled. It is better that you do not judge until you are quite sure. Tip of the day: only those who dare to leave the ground win the sky. You have to overcome, first, the fear of falling. Lucky numbers for today: 7, 9, 19, 32, 33, 48. Free Aries Daily Horoscope Tips. All the signs of the horoscope are divided into 3 decans according to the date of birth, and this is the specific prediction of the horoscope for today or tomorrow for each of them. First decan, March 21st to 31st. Think things through before you do them, because today's horoscope tells us that you are prone to mistakes due to being too hasty. Second decan, April 1st to 9th. Don't forget that the people around you also have feelings, and that your comments or attitudes can hurt them. Third decan, April 10th to 20th. I recommend that you make a plan to get what you want. This way you will be able to see what is achievable and what is not. You are very delusional these days.